Coming up, I've got my favorite cool tools for the handy person in your family.
Knock, knock. Who's there? ToolGirl.
I'm here today with gift suggestions for people that like tools. They're out there, they're often in the hospital, but I'm here to show you things that will please them on Christmas morning. Okay, let's start with this little unit. A lot of people use an iPhone now to follow along with plans on the internet when they're working. So this is a great hands-free stand, and it can be adjusted into a million possible shapes that you can hang from different places or whatever. This is called the Naja or Naja. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. It's named after a snake. You can get that online. And the really fun thing about it is that I use it in bed, actually stick it under my rib cage, and then it comes up like this, and then I just read in bed, and I constantly change the page. It's just the best. Anyway, that's a great tool for somebody who's working from plans that are on the internet. These little credit card tools have been around for a while, but they keep getting better. These are two competing companies. I think it's sort of funny. This one says, from the makers of the original credit card toolkit. And then the Swiss card says, we protect our intellectual property rights, as though they're probably mad at each other, but I don't know who's the original. All I'm saying is the Tool Logic one has a pen, a file, a knife, tweezers, scissors, a needle if you need an emergency sewing job, and a slot head and Phillips, tiny, for glasses, the little tiny size. So that's a great little kit right there. They're so fun to have because you're in your purse or just in your bra. They're so low profile that they fit anywhere. And then this one by the Swiss people, a knife, a pen, tweezers, a file, seen that before, a toothpick. You know when you're on a plane and they gave you that chicken and it's just stuck there? Well, you're gonna want to have that. Of course, you'll never get on a plane with one of these, will you? So let's just not even think about that chicken. You're just gonna have to live with that chicken, okay? So that's the Swiss card. The scissors are big honkin' scissors, so you can actually hook a finger in there and work away at something. So those are great things to know. These are brilliant. They're called painter's pyramids. This is for when you're painting an object and you need to flip it and paint various sides of it. You don't want to mar the fresh finish, so these have just a tiny point of contact. It's really good. If the surface is uneven, you might need to build a couple of them up a little bit to handle the profile of the thing. Really great to have. You can see I've got this little guy up on the painter's pyramids here. Everybody should have these in their workshop. This is a brand new Japanese rasp that I just think is awesome. It's actually saw blades arranged in a diamond pattern, so it's a very aggressive rasp. The problem with most rasps is that they just don't take enough material off. If you're carving something, it just seems to take forever. So this got a nice handle on it so that you can really get some purchase. And if you're driving it forward, you'll get a much more aggressive cut than if you're pulling it back. So it's got coarse and fine settings. You can see how fast it works. That's the coarse setting. You can see it just takes off a lot of material really quickly. And then if I draw it back toward me, I get a finer setting. This is just for anybody who does a little bit of carving or finishing or antiquing or distressing. This is an amazing little tool to have. And you can change this when it wears down, but it's not going to wear down very fast. It has really nice hardened blades. This is similar to the painter's pyramids, except it's now on a turntable, so that if you're working on a piece that you need to, get all the way around in limited space so you can't move around your own table, it's great to have this thing. And it would make an attractive lazy Susan in anyone's modern 50s style dining room, I think. Obviously, when you're ready to flip the thing again, you're not going to mar the finish because there's just these tiny little points of contact. My final gift for somebody who just likes gadgets and tools is this roll up the rim to win thing. Because you know how normally when Tim Hortons does that contest every winter, you see people driving around in their cars and they're all going, trying to get that little rim up. It's just hard to get up. So this Canadian person invented the Rimroller tool. That's it right here. And what it does is it fits down over the rim, and then when you yank it up, it perfectly pulls up the rim. So, the point is we all want to arrive in our upper years with our lower teeth still in place. All right, so that's a great little gadget. What Canadian doesn't want that tool? Huh? All right, so that's it. That's my tool roundup for the woodworky, tooly type set.
ToolGirl.